Hello, welcome to MyTube, the video podcast type of series here on the desk brand. Okay, so what to talk about today? Well, originally I had several topics in mind, but I feel like they're not fully fresh in my mind right now, so I wouldn't be discuss how. I apologize. There's certain words that I just can't say clearly, right? The first attempt. Anyways, there are some discussions. There's that word. There are some discussions I wanted to say. Talk about, but I felt it wouldn't come out right. I'm not in the mood for those discussions. They're not fresh in my mind at the moment. Therefore, I don't think you will get the best of those discussions right now. So, what I do have fresh though is something I've been dealing with. So, the last several nights I've been working at a certain location, and I have come to believe that this set location could possibly be infested, but it's not infested by cockroaches. It's not infested by bees. It's not infested by termites. It's not infested by maggots. None of those types of things. What I believe it's infested by is spirits, ghosts. This isn't a joke. This is serious. I'm working there, right at said location, and the elevators tend to be used on their own. They move around all night, and nobody's on them. They go up and down, up and down, up and down throughout hours of the night. I hear voices when I'm in the elevators. I hear voices in the lobby. I swear a few nights ago, somebody said my name. When I was alone in the elevator, I heard somebody call my name. It was a little whisper. And it wasn't even my real name. It was Des. Just like you all know me as Des. So that's not my real name. That's the name they refer to me. And it was a little chilling. It was a little creepy. So yeah, in my belief, it is haunted. I hear noises that aren't there. You hear voices that aren't there. You hear, I was sitting down one night, right, in this chair, and I start to, out of a sudden, the sound of two guys yelling at each other, and I thought they were probably 10 feet away from me. I get up and move a little bit further, and then turn my head to look at at the end of the hall, thinking two guys are there yelling at each other, but no, nobody's there. Nobody's there. But you can clearly hear them as if they're a few feet away from you, but nobody's there. And stuff like that. So I thought I'd do my research on this location, and I did. And I'm not the only one, apparently, because this building is one of the oldest buildings here in the city. And it was actually constructed in the early 1900s. And it's 121, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's 121 years old, this building. So there's been a lot of deaths there, and people have reported seeing spirits or hearing voices. Is the main thing people report, hearing voices that aren't there. There's very few reports of actual images of spirits. It's more sound wise than visual, but that's how it is. Yeah. um and then I think I brought it up to somebody there last night, and they said, yeah, about the elevators, it's the spirits. Definitely there's multiple of them because a lot of people die in that building. And so yeah, I'm not the only one that believes it, but it's not in a way that's kind of creepy, because it's not it's not dark completely in there, so it's very well lit. There's a lot of light, so it's not creepy and stuff. Um, but still, I do believe this set location I've been placed as for work the past several nights, and probably will continue to be there for a few more nights. I believe it's haunted. I do. I believe there's spirits there, and and hopefully, I don't see one, because that will freak me out. I don't know how I will react at that point. But I voices are heard, sounds that aren't there, they're there. I mean, you hear them, you don't see them, like I said. But in my opinion, it is infested with spirits, multiple, not just one or two or even just six. Pretty sure there's probably hundreds of spirits in this building that happens to be over 100 years old. That's just my belief. And what would I do if I saw one? I don't know, really. I don't know. I don't know honestly what I would do if I saw a spirit. I don't. If, would I even know it's a spirit? Who knows? Um, Obviously, if it's transparent, I'm gonna know. But there could be a spirit there that manifests itself, and you just believe it's human, and you don't even know. Because that happens. If anyone that has studied the paranormal knows that that could happen. Somebody can appear to you, and it's a spirit, and maybe they don't want you to know they're a spirit, so they manifest themselves, um, appearing as human. Um, so that could happen. That could happen where you actually have a conversation with a spirit, and you don't even know them. Honestly, I could have had a conversation with somebody that's a spirit and not even know it. That could happen. Maybe it has already. Maybe it hasn't. I don't know. I doubt it, but you just never know with these type of situations. Anyways, let's move on in topics. Dealing with this freezing temperatures that we're not used to was crazy. It was crazy. Nobody expected this, and no one here in South Texas was prepared for how freezing it got. The first night, it all started the night of last Sunday. The previous Sunday, not last night. On the night of Valentine's, turning into Monday, it was freezing. So we woke up with ice on the cars and on the roads. Yeah, and it was freezing. And I think it was Monday in the afternoon where there was actually um, some freezing in sidewalks and cements. And I'm gonna be honest. I was sent to work at a location, and when I stepped out of the car and walked towards the front entrance, I slipped and fell on the icy sidewalk, because I'm not used to walking on freezing sidewalk that's full of ice. That's me being honest. I know it's somewhat embarrassing to say, but that's what happened. I slipped, I fell on my ass, and I got back up. Thankfully, I wasn't seriously hurt or anything like that, but there was ice on the cement that I did not expect to slip off. I didn't expect. I wasn't paying attention. That was my bad. But still, it was there. And, it's concerning because an older person could have slipped and fell just like I did, but maybe they could have taken a head bump or it could have gotten worse for them. Hopefully, it did not happen to them. Hopefully, everything like that. It went well. My mom and brother who lived together were with 4 days without electricity, without power. I invited them over. My mom said no, because she must much rather stay home with the dog Charles rather than come and be with me and my family and my child. So the offer was on the table, was rejected, and embarrassed. Anyways, there's certain issues with the freezing, and now there's no meats. There's no meats when you go into the grocery store, and now when you go to Walmart to try and find some meat, they have signs saying, please take one only meat for type of meat, one per type of meat, one beef, one pork, one of the other gimmick meat, just one of every meat gimmick, please, just one, the sign says. And I don't know about you, but this sign pissed me off. And I told my wife right there and then. Then I started cutting a promo on everything Walmart there. It's like, really, where the F was that thought process when this whole thing first started? Where was that sign when this first? Here's the issue I have. Oh, it's too little, too late to be telling people one meat only. When people started ordering these and overbuying these meats, that's where you should have stopped it. That's where you should have stopped it at the very start of the tracks. That's where Walmart should have been like, hold up, you can't buy this, you can't over purchase meat. You should have stopped it right there and then. Not a week later where it's too late. One meat only if available. Yeah, downright if available, because it's not one you can buy. Not one you can buy. You're trying to put limits on us people who can barely find one? Like, it'd be too bad to take a second, right? But you didn't put a limit when this started. The first person who overpurchased should have been put to the stop. Someone in Walmart should have said, no, you can't overpurchase all the meat. No, you should have stopped it right there and then, so that this shit never would have started. We wouldn't have to deal with the issue, but now you want to put up a sign that says, please take one only. Yeah, too late. It's too late, like I said. At the very first person that was overpurchasing, you should have said, hold up, motherfucker. Don't be doing that. Don't be overbuying. Right? And what happens? And how are you even going to keep track of this? How? If I can just get two or three and go and self-pay, self-checkout, and how the F are you gonna know if I buy more than one? How the F and what are you gonna do about it if I do? Are you gonna call the cops because I'm paying for a second package of meat? Or that's what you're gonna do? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna stop me? I'm not stealing anything. I'm buying something. How are you gonna stop me from buying a second pack of pork? It's ridiculous. You didn't stop the people the first time around when they were over purchasing, but you want to put limits on me? go at yourself. Seriously. Seriously, you should have stopped it right there in the beginning. Not now when there's barely any meat. Shut the fuck up. There's no meat to buy and you want to put fucking limits on it? Fuck you, Walmart. Fuck you, HEB too. Oh no, HEB gave up. No wonder there's no fucking meat. The power went out and they're putting over HEB for letting people take the groceries home for free. But just because the power went out, that's fucking stupid. Now you lost a lot of money for that you could have potentially be making for your business just because you gave fucking people food for free. The people putting you over? No, that's bad business, son. That's bad business. Yeah, you look good, you look like a hero, but it's bad business because now you gave all these people all the fucking groceries for free just because you lost power while then there was lines and lines of checkouts. You make those people wait to go the fuck home. Now you lost all this potential money and you gave a lot of food away for free. That's stupid, man, in my opinion. I didn't see them do that here. That was somewhere else. Here in the same state, but still. Anyways, I'm getting hot. But this pisses me off. You want to put limits? It's too late, son. It is far too late, boy. It is far too late to put limits. There's nothing to be limited by. When are you going to limit me when there's nothing left? Come on, there's nothing left. Why put a limit? What's the point? There's nothing left to buy. What's the point? What's the point? You didn't put a limit the first time. Why are you going to put a limit now? Like, I don't get it. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. You should have stopped it at the very beginning. When they first overpurchased, you should have said, nope, you can't do that. Because you should have known what it would lead up to. You should have known that issues it would cause them. You should have known. And another issue I have with this is that these people don't learn. They don't learn from history. It was the same bullshit a year ago when the pandemic of COVID started. And the previous year, it was the same bullshit when the water supply was dirty and nobody was told to drink from the faucet. And these people, these morons, they don't learn from history. They're uneducated people. They're buffoons. They're idiots. They're morons, as I said. They don't learn from history. Last year, you did the same damn bullshit reaction. Every time something goes wrong, you do the same bullshit. People hoard meat, and then when everything goes back to normal, oh, it all spoiled. Well, no shit, because you over purchased and you didn't have enough time to eat it. Or what if your power goes out again, and you stack up your fridge with a lot of food that's gonna go bad? Oh, come on, these people don't think for a minute. They don't stop for a minute to realize and use logic in situations. They don't. They really don't. These people here, I'm not going to miss them. I'm not going to miss them one bit when I'm out of this city pretty damn soon, I tell you. Anyways, thanks for the listen. Probably have more rants inside of me saved up for another time. I'm not gonna waste more time on this. So thanks for the listen. Thanks for those of you who subscribed before, and for if anyone does after this, stay tuned. I'll have different type of content, and I'll try to do more for you all. And thank you for the support. And good night, and I'll vlog you later.